Holocaust Memories Never Forget. A Gentile baby boomer's painful journey into the Shoah. Section 9. War Criminals Who Escaped Justice. Part 1. From the end of the war until the late 20th century. During the last few weeks of the war, it was clear to all of Hitler's highest leaders that Germany was essentially defeated despite the heavy fighting that was still going on. They also knew that the Allies were planning to put on trial any German official or member of the military suspected of being involved in war crimes. Escape became their primary goal, either collectively or individually, and countless thousands of Nazi officials, officers, and soldiers managed to find ways of eluding capture. A very few others, like Franz Stangl and Adolf Eichmann, did live in freedom for periods of time before being captured, but most of them escaped the full penalty for their crimes. Some of them melted into the countryside or hid in one of the many bombed-out cities, while others created new identities and started over. A select few had access to super-secret pro-Nazi groups, all of which had significant financial resources and worldwide contacts, and through these organizations they secured new passports, visas, and transport to other parts of the globe. Many of these men ended up in South America via help from what were called rat lines, which were routes set up to help them escape. Extensive research has proven that some of the rat lines inside Germany and Austria were created by members of the Catholic Church who were sympathetic to the Nazi cause. Despite such evidence, however, few in the hierarchy of the Church will admit the truth, and no one knows for sure how much Pope Pius XII knew of the existence of these rat lines. Although many war-related criminals were arrested and served time in prison, many thousands more escaped any form of punishment. In this part, War Criminals Who Escaped Justice, we'll examine the lives of 17 men who managed in various ways and for differing periods of time to avoid paying the full price for their horrible crimes. Adolf Eichmann. Adolf Eichmann was the senior SS officer responsible for ensuring that millions of Jews were detained and eventually sent to various ghettos, labor battalions, or to an extermination camp. He escaped with the help from the same rat line as Stangl and ended up in Argentina. Using information from the famous Nazi hunter Simon Wiesenthal, agents from the Israeli intelligence, also known as Mossad, abducted Eichmann in Buenos Aires, secretly transported him to Israel, and put him on trial. Following his conviction, then several failed appeals, he was hanged on the 1st of June, 1962. Dr. Joseph Mengele. Dr. Joseph Mengele is one of the most famous Nazi criminals of the war and is primarily known for numerous medical experiments which he conducted on prisoners at Auschwitz and other concentration camps. During the Nuremberg War Crimes Tribunal, references were made regarding Dr. Mengele and his medical experiments, but at the time it was rumored that he had died. Later investigations into his life proved that he had been arrested by the Americans and then released, after which he used a rat line similar to Stangl and Eichmann, and also ended up in Argentina. During the trial of Adolf Eichmann, intelligence reports showed that Mengele, who was now going by the name Wolfgang Gerhardt, had begun moving around South America until finally stopping in Brazil. In February 1979, Wolfgang Gerhardt drowned after having a stroke and was buried under that name. It wasn't until 1992, after DNA samples were obtained from Mengele's family and tested against the exhumed body of Gerhardt, that experts were certain that the man who had drowned was the elusive Joseph Mengele.